few games out there possess the attribute of truly infinite replayability, where even after years of playing a game, you can still experience something new, do something new, and see something you've never even seen before. Minecraft is one such game, where even after 9 years of playing the game, I'm still experiencing new stuff and seeing new things, whether it be because of new content updates or just simple rarity. Where even before these content updates, whatever it was I was looking for just is so rare it hardly ever shows up. But Minecraft itself has had a severe impact on my life, and tonight we're going to talk about why. Hey, what's going on, geeks? Maxusthebeast here, and welcome back to another episode of Trip Down Memory Lane. Tonight we are talking about Minecraft, and my history with it, and why it is still, after all these years, one of my personal favorite games, and why I'm slowly, or rather quickly, becoming addicted to it again. So, just like last time, we're going to give a bit of a preface to this, of where I started and how it grew to become either a problem or a blessing, depending on your point of view. I started playing Minecraft back late 2011. I had an iPad at the time, and I decided to get it on Pocket Edition because it was one of the hot games on the App Store. I didn't really know much about it, except I'd heard from a friend at school that it was like Legos, but with monsters and things. So, I didn't really know what to think about that, but as a kid it sounded kind of cool. I was never really super into Legos, but I like the Lego games, so I guess that counts for something. But it got my interest a little bit, so I decided to give it a go. I got the free version initially, and didn't really think too much of it. I enjoyed the free version, but after a while I started getting sucked into it. So then I upgraded to the premium version, which had, quote-unquote, all the content, even though the game was still very limited. And even in survival mode, you didn't have a hunger bar or anything. It was just your blocks in your inventory. You had infinite brick, leaves, and I think stone. Crafting didn't exist. And the only part of the name that made sense was mine. You could build things, but there was no crafting. Of course, over time, the Pocket Edition would become updated more and more to meet the standards of the PC and other versions of the game. But when I played at the very start, Pocket Edition had none of that. However, this was also around the time where Minecraft YouTubers began to become more and more popular, and such Minecraft videos were taking over the site. So it was, as a young YouTube fan, it was impossible not to notice the growing trend. And watching Minecraft videos on YouTube taught me that there was something more than the Pocket Edition. There was a fuller version available on the PC, which had a different dimension, a couple different dimensions you can travel to, a lot more content, shaped crafting, truly infinite worlds, a variety of blocks, redstone, different ores. Needless to say, I was sold. So, after a while of convincing my parents, by the start of 2012, I had Minecraft on the PC. I was hooked. And it also taught me and gave me my eventual love of survival games, because I enjoyed starting from scratch and building myself up to basically a god, where I could have diamond tier armor, be invincible against everything, kill everything easily, and own the world. Not saying that I want to become a god or anything, but in Minecraft, it was pretty cool to have that sort of, not really power, but just have the ability to truly shape the world to your liking. While there's still plenty of threats out there that could kill you and take everything away from you, all that hard-earned gear could just be easily lost just after one misstep in the nether, or digging straight down without proper precaution. But it was still very cool to build from nothing and end up with more than just something. End up with so much stuff you can barely count it. Build to your heart's content. I never really got into building, but I built what was necessary. I was more of the I want to go out and see everything kind of guy. Where I'd go out into the world after I'd collect what I needed. I'd go mining for days upon days and then collect everything that I needed to gear up and then go explore some of the more dangerous areas in the game. Fight whatever was there, explore, meet villagers, explore temples as they were added in and more content was added in, make pets. But we're getting a bit ahead of myself here. One of the YouTubers that I watched a lot when I was first getting into PC Minecraft was Tobuscus, or Toby Games, who, to me, really inspired me to get into Minecraft as much as I did, because I enjoyed the Pocket Edition and I was hooked to it, but I don't think I would have been as hooked to it as I was when I eventually started watching Toby Games. Because his world was really cool. And he showed me a lot of the aspects I would grow to love about Minecraft. Diamond armor, diamond gear, Endermen, different mechanics, ender pearls. But of course, there was also an issue. When I first got Minecraft on PC, I didn't actually have a computer of my own. Instead, I had to play on my mom's old laptop. And at the time, my mom didn't want me downloading anything on her computer, so I'd have to play Minecraft in browser, because used to, you could do that. On the old Minecraft.net, there was an option where if you had purchased Minecraft, you could play the game as a Flash game. Now, there's still a classic version of Minecraft you can access online. However, it isn't really Minecraft as we know it now. It's the earliest alpha possible where all you could do was build. It's essentially creative mode, just missing half the blocks. Or more than half the blocks that you have access to now. But back in the day, you could actually play the full game of Minecraft in browser. And that's what I did for a while, until eventually I was allowed to actually download the game. However, Toby Games led me astray, because he played with mods, and I didn't know that. So when I first started out and tried to make a wooden battle axe like he had in his playthrough, and I couldn't do it, I was very confused. Because I thought that because I saw this on a YouTube video, it had to be in the game. I saw him craft that battle axe, yet it was nowhere to be seen. I couldn't do it. And that's after doing a little bit of Google searching, that's when I discovered mods. And I tried to download a couple, but again, I was still playing in browser, so even if I had done it correctly, mods aren't going to work in browser. But eventually I was able to download it onto the desktop because eventually she's like, sure, whatever. But then I finally got my own laptop by the end of 2012. And by 2013, I had Minecraft installed and was playing the game on my own computer. I was hooked. Now that I could actually play without really quote-unquote limits, because I still had things to do in real life, but I wasn't limited by my mom. If she ever needed her computer, she could use it and I could be able to do my own thing. It wouldn't matter to her. As long as I got my stuff done, I would be free to play Minecraft. And that's what I did. I put a lot of time into several survival worlds. And also around this time, I wanted to get better at playing survival Minecraft. Because that is, or was, and still is my favorite game mode. So, I tuned in once again to YouTube, but this time not to Toby Games. Instead, I discovered a YouTuber by the name of Paul Source Jr., who, years before, had started one of the first major Minecraft tutorial series on the website. Or at least one of the first majorly successful tutorial series on the website. How to Survive and Thrive. There had been multiple series going through all the different versions, the different betas, and now with the full game coming out a few years before I started playing. He started his next major series or season. And that got me really interested and taught me a lot about how to optimize my experience in Minecraft, how to get better at certain things, building, redstone. And while Paul Source Jr. wasn't really the greatest at redstone, and neither was I, he taught me how to do some basic things. I remember trying to build a drawbridge similar to the one that he created in one of his episodes. I even downloaded his world seed and started off in a world that looked almost exactly like his, because his world was generated back in Minecraft 1.0, and by the time that I started playing Minecraft on this seed on my own computer, Minecraft 1.3 was out. So the world was drastically different than it was for him. While the general spawn area was the same, there were jungles and places where jungles weren't, some villages closer to me than they were in his playthrough, and some other minor differences, but it was still, quote-unquote, his world, and I thought that was really cool as a kid. Being able to play on one of my favorite YouTubers, if not my favorite YouTuber's favorite, or his own personal Minecraft world. But I binged through tutorial after tutorial for years, because I not only wanted to learn, but I also really enjoyed the content. But over time, I got better, and just continued playing the game. I had friends who played it. We'd play on servers together, and I'd have a friend, you guys have seen him before on the channel a while ago, Superman. He would come over to my house and bring his laptop. We'd play Minecraft on LAN or on LAN servers. Beforehand, he would use my mom's computer or laptop, and we'd do it that way because she still had the game installed on her desktop. But when he eventually got his own laptop, he'd bring it over, we'd play on LAN server, and we'd set it up on the old Paul Source Jr. world. We beat the Ender Dragon together. My first time ever beating the Ender Dragon, it was with him. It was a heckin' good experience. I had a lot of fun, and Minecraft was truly my favorite game. No questions asked, no denying it. Minecraft, to me, was the best game ever made. But what changed? A lot of people say they simply grew out of it. That Minecraft was simply a kid's game. And that as you got older, you'd stop liking it. For me, I don't think it was really aging out of it. It was more of moving on to different things. In 2014, I discovered Steam after watching Paul Source Jr. play a game called Starbound, which, if you don't know, is essentially Terraria in space. I thought that game looked really cool, and I wanted it, so looking into it, I discovered Steam, installed that on my laptop, and then purchased Starbound. And then from there, I discovered that a lot of other games that I saw on YouTube that I really wanted were on Steam. And so I started experimenting and downloading and playing Steam games. While I still play Minecraft time to time, I wasn't 100% dedicated to it anymore. Because now I had a whole host of games to play. And while that isn't a bad thing, I mean, eventually I was going to have to do my own thing and play something different, I still, again, would play Minecraft from time to time, but Steam and Steam games became my primary source of entertainment. I'd play Starbound, Overgrowth, Paint the Town Red, when that eventually came out, and a whole host of other games on Steam. Superman got Steam, a lot of my other friends got Steam or had Steam, and we connected through that and would play those games together, and would only really hop on Minecraft if we were super bored. You know, eventually I did discover mods and get into some mod packs, but I was still really more interested in Steam games than anything else. And then over time, just like a lot of people, I started dissing on Minecraft. Where I too adopted the mindset that, oh, this is a kid's game. So why should I care if it's a kid's game? What does it matter? a game built for kids, and honestly, it became sort of a kids game, where the majority of the player base were kids. And while I wasn't super old myself, I didn't really want to be playing a game populated by 7-year-olds. And I see cringe compilations pop up on YouTube. And would think that Minecraft was just a cringy kids game. And by the time I eventually started up my not my Minecraft channel, excuse me, my YouTube channel, late 2016, when I actually started doing my first story times, which, if you were way back when, it wasn't story time, it was more like a crappy news show, like Maxusthebeast on the internet, except I didn't really do any research, I just kind of would skim or watch through somebody else's YouTube videos and then bring up the same points he did. It wasn't entirely plagiarism, but it was pretty dang close to it. But the first one, my first ever story time episode, which for a good, like, 7 to 8 months was my quote-unquote channel trailer, I talked about another thing, but I talked about Minecraft. And it's titled Minecraft Cringe. And I initially kind of apologized for playing it, because I still believed in the stigma that Minecraft was a kid's game. And I didn't want to be seen playing a kid's game. I wanted to be the big, mature YouTuber who played only the most mature games for mature people. I don't play no dang children's kiddie games. I don't play Legos. What are you talking about? I only play Disturbed and Half-Life at a solid 10 frames a second. What are you talking about? But even for the longest time afterwards, while I didn't really bash on Minecraft that much after that period, over time I just stopped bashing on it. I didn't really think too positively about it either. I stopped the overall in an obvious hate, but I still was really out of Minecraft. I hadn't touched the game for years. I remembered the fond memories and the good times I had with it, and I still, as a kid, I would record the LAN sessions with Superman, and we'd pretend to have a successful YouTube series going on. LAN episode, whatever. But I didn't really care about the game that much anymore. But again, that attitude sort of changed again. Late 2018, I started hearing some things about Minecraft making new updates and adding in some stuff to the end and whatnot. Didn't really care. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Hope people who still play the game are having fun with it. But little did I know that would be kind of the start of Minecraft's comeback. Not only in general, but in my own life. Where by summer 2019, I was playing the game again. In 2018, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got really into Fortnite. I was, if you want to phrase it as addicted, that would be fair. Because I was pretty dang addicted to Fortnite. But after a while and after a lot of questionable monetary decisions, I eventually dropped Fortnite and started doing other games again. But I started seeing memes on YouTube, because at first it was like, oh, Fortnite's the game to hate. It's the game that's cool to hate on. But it turns out that over time, my opinion toward Fortnite did shift drastically. And by summer 2019, I was starting to pay attention to a game that I didn't think I'd ever return to. Minecraft. Yes, for some reason in summer 2019, with the Village and Pillage update, Minecraft had returned to prominence. And I couldn't really explain why. All I did know is that I wanted to try it out again. So I reinstalled it on my, at the time, current PC, and played some for a bit. And I enjoyed it. I played with a few friends again. And then after a while, I stopped playing Minecraft again. Not because I had anything against it, I just didn't really feel like playing the game. But then this year, again, new PC, who this? The Nether update was starting to come out. So I'm like, I should give this a go again. And then whoop-de-frickin' do, I'm addicted. So I've been playing Minecraft constantly for the past few days. This footage you're watching is one of like 7 or so Minecraft clips where most of them range from an hour and a half to like 3 hours. So that's like, add those all together, that's probably over 10 hours of footage. Might not sound like a lot, but it's a solid amount. At least for me. I've gotten really into the game again. It's, as a veteran returning, I feel like if a Revolutionary War veteran were to come into today's society and fight in a modern day war, instead of using muskets, having to use modern weaponry, I feel just as out of place as that dude would feel. Where there's so many new mechanics that I wasn't around for, that I wasn't really expecting, and sometimes the old mechanics that I try to resort back to, they don't work no more. New enemies, new biomes, new mechanics. There's a lot to experience. And now there's a new Nether, which is really adhering to my love of exploration. So thanks Minecraft for doing that with the Nether. It really needed it. Because used to, back in my day, the Nether was just Netherrack Plains, or as it's called now, Nether Wastes. That's all it was. You need to go there to find fortresses for endgame progression, and eventually they added in Nether quartz to keep players mining, but that was only cosmetic for just quartz blocks and that sort of thing. It had no tool purpose. But, or in my eyes, it had no practical purpose. But now they have netherite, there's new biomes. I mean, netherite's beating diamonds, which, my Atlanta. And they made it super rare, so I have to actually put a lot of effort in trying to find it, because diamonds, they seem to be all over the friggin' place, and don't even get me started on emeralds. I've been in several caves now where I would walk out of it with 6 to 7 emeralds. Like, used to emeralds were known as the rarest material in the game, yet now I'm finding them left and right. It's like coal now, essentially. And while I'm still no better at building, I like to think that I'm starting to get the hang of what I'm trying to do with building. Because I can make some decent looking houses. I'm no Leonardo da Vinci with this thing. I'm not going to just spit out the Mona Lisa of builds tomorrow. But I'm getting better. I'm starting to understand creating aesthetics, the creation of aesthetics, and trying to match blocks and just tinkering around with what would look good. Trying my best to get back into building so I can have not only a nice looking house, but also a house that would also be, I don't think efficient is the right word, but would also be useful in the sense not just for shelter. I'm trying to have in my main base, which isn't the build that you're seeing here, but my main base is going to have potion brewing room, enchanting room, complete library for the enchanting room, and a whole host of other things. Underground, on several stories. It's going to look really, hopefully going to look really cool when it's done. I've gotten the exterior finished, but it still has a lot to go. But just making goals and setting project goals for myself has really gotten me back into the game, where I'm constantly thinking about what I could do differently, or what else I could add to my build, what else could I add to my world, what else should I do. I'm also grinding up for the end fight, because I've discovered my stronghold, that big pillar of cobblestone you see over there, right there. That marks a stronghold. If I were to dig straight down on top of that pillar, I'd hit my stronghold. So, I'm gearing up for that. There is a lot to do in Minecraft. I have netherite gear. However, I've used it so much that it's really broken in. So I'm trying to save up enchantment levels to get mending on either a book or a tool, and then use an anvil if it's on a book to transfer it to a tool. That way I can fix up my netherite stuff. But my more unlikely option is going to be simply going mining for it, which is going to be a lengthy process. But again, it gets me something to focus on and gives me something to do. And there's so much to do in Minecraft now that, honestly, I don't see myself getting bored for the foreseeable future. The times that I've gotten off the past few days after a session, it's just like, it's not because I'm bored. It's because I just want to do something else and keep Minecraft in mind. It's not boredom. I mean, it's the way I'm phrasing it. It's not the way I feel, but it kind of sort of sounds like boredom, even though, again, it isn't. That's just my poor phrasing of things. But I just felt like doing something different. And with every plan to return to the game later on. I've, again, gotten really into the game. There's still so much to do. And so much to see. And I look forward to my continued Minecraft experiences. Minecraft has also helped me make friends. Where I've made friends in real life over Minecraft. Not necessarily met in game, but using Minecraft as a conversation starter has gotten me to know plenty of friends. And also, I'm getting back into playing with friends again. I've discovered how to make my own server after years of trying. I finally made my own Minecraft server. So I've set that up to play with a few friends now. And it's a heck of a lot of fun to just do anything with friends, but playing Minecraft with friends, it's a heck of a lot of fun. And survival Minecraft has always been my favorite experience, but it's even more enjoyable when I get to survive and thrive with my own squad behind me. But this game has not only had a severe impact on our culture. I mean, look how much merchandise is going around on Atlanta. But it had a major impact on me. And I look forward to the multitude of other experiences that I will have with the game in the near future. And I look forward to sharing some of them with you, because another video plan for the future, as previously stated, is a review of the Nether update. However, that is coming with a certain event that will be announced in coming days. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, guys, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm sorry for not uploading more of this series. Just haven't really had that much to talk about with it. However, I'm going to try to get back in beeswax with it. But again, guys, this has been Minecraft, and why it has had such a major impact on me. Thank you for watching, folks. And as always, Maxusthebeast is out.